Hey there, fellas. You'll remember that in a recent episode we built the world's biggest Lada? You know what we should do in this one? Work on the exterior, put it on wheels, make it into a rolling shell, and try rolling it out. Alright, let's get to it. Though this thing does loosely resemble an automobile, it is still basically just a blank. And there is so much work we need to do before we can turn it into an actual car. We've decided to start by sorting the body, which will involve covering all of the gaps with bog, smoothing everything out, and with the car being 1.5 times the size, that means 50% more work than with a regular-sized car. This is gonna require about 10 to 12 kilos of fiberglass alone. Yeah, to get started. To kick things off. And then at least another 10 kilos of regular bog. We'll probably need 10 kilos of anti-gravel for initial prep. It's just that if we were to go with the initial plan, like how we wanted to get it ready for paint, we would have never gotten it done. Yeah, it would have taken a while, at least a year. We'd be dying out here. This is actually very challenging, because first of all, you'd recall that we walled it out of little pieces. Also, those are enormous surfaces. And the bigger the surface, the harder it is to get it right. And it's always the case that you cover a bit over here, everything looks good, but then you see a pit over here or a lump. You need to either hammer or smother it, and that can go on forever. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. So the reinforcement of the vehicle's structure is ongoing. We started with that even prior to this episode, when we were just getting to work on the frame. At the moment, the car is still quite jello-y. We have yet to set up a proper frame for it, tie it to the suspension. Also, we need to strengthen the doors. They're flexing like crazy and they don't close all the way. Also, we need to figure out a way to prevent the roof from bending, to make it nice and rigid as well. The body is a load-bearing structure, the frame has to be integrated into it. We need the entire car to be a sort of integral piece, as we do want to actually drive it, and most likely we'll be fitting some kind of unusual engine. There is plenty of room for it, so yeah, the car has to be able to handle a powerful engine, and be able to get up to a decent speed. So initially, when we were building this thing, we weren't expecting it to turn out like the original. But it has, and as such, we want to do a quality job. While work is underway on the body, it's time to ponder what kind of engine we can fit to this thing. What sort of engine do you guys think we're going to use? Right away, we bought 8 cans of bog. 5 of those were fiberglass, 3 were the regular stuff. We've already gone through 6 of them weighing 2 kilos each. And we're going to have to buy just about as much. The car is currently in a flimsy state, and so we need to make a frame for it. That's what we're gonna bolt the axles to, Also, it'll provide some stiffness. So look here, guys, let's talk about the suspension for our big vehicle. We thought about how to set it up, and picked the solution that we deemed would be the simplest one. The idea is to take the entire front subframe assembly. It seems to be the simplest route. We cut it in half, elongate it, get the pieces into the correct position, tie everything into the stock. We're probably gonna have to sort out some kind of frame rails. And from there, it's just gonna be a matter of getting everything to where it should be. Choosing the right wheels is critical for any car, especially in our case, as the wheels need to be 50% larger, just like the car itself. We've decided to go with tires that have a diameter of 33 inches, and the rim itself is going to be a 15 as opposed to a 13. This is as close as we can get to what you'd find on a regular-sized Lada. The wheels are going to be custom-made. We are cutting out these central hub bits from stock Lada wheels and blending them with the 15s that we need. Okay, so we have cut the subframe in half in order to tailor it to the size of the vehicle. We don't want the wheels to be sticking out. Right now we're positioning everything. From there we do some welding, it's going to be widened. We connect the pieces and there's the front suspension sorted. So check this out, this is coming together nicely. The subframe has been widened, we extended the tie rods, that's all good. We fitted some big wheels that complement the look of the car, that look like they belong. At the moment we are installing the steering box. So far this is coming together pretty well. It looks terrific, actually. From here we keep on working, and we'll see if any issues pop up, or don't. Time is 11 p.m. Time is 11 p.m. and we haven't even gotten to painting it yet. We're about to start, and once we're done, it'll be 1 a.m. We've been welding and applying bog for weeks now, and it was all leading up to this moment. We are finally ready to start painting. The bog sandpaper stage is behind us. All of that work is complete. And the total amount of bog used is 32 kilograms. We used two types of it, one was fiberglass reinforced and the other just normal bog. And the car has become 32 kilograms heavier. First we apply anti-gravel coating, and then some polyurethane paint. Hopefully the car is going to look good. It is very late right now. We are absolutely exhausted, but we have to get this done. We have no more time to spare. Check this out, what an interesting color. So first we did some prep, then we applied some anti-gravel coating, which is coarse, but we did that to mask the, well, there are still quite a few imperfections left on those enormous surfaces anyway. Anti-gravel coating, and we covered that with some very bright red paint. From here we'll put the exterior together, fit some glass, the wheels, and then we should be golden. Okay, let's carry on. Right guys, so like I promised, we have completed the build. The car looks terrific, the wheels are installed, it even rolls around, even though it is farting steam. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. So there it is guys, we've made a Lada that's 1.5 times the size. An enormous scale model of a Lada. We were not able to make it twice as big, it just wouldn't fit through the gate then. Of course, make sure to sub so that you don't miss any further developments, and also share your thoughts on what sort of engine and driveline we could use. We are not going to stop here. We want to make a nice interior, an unusual one, and we want to install some kind of interesting engine, transmission, so pretty much repeat the shorty build all over again, but while doing the opposite. That's it for this video, subscribe, catch you later.